Good afternoon, YouTube. Here coming at you, Ivan Pacheco again here with my Silverado 2016 single cab. I'm making this video for the fact that I'm getting a lot of questions on the fitment that I got on my truck. It took a lot of work to have it how it is now, but we got it working. A lot of questions on the fitment on my wheels. So the wheels that I got right here are Icon Rebound with Mickey Thompson all-terrain tires. These are 35 times 12.50 R17s. They are big for the fitment that I got, but just in the front. Just rubs a little bit when I make a sharp turn. Other than that, it works perfectly fine. So the size are 17s, 8.5. It is a zero offset. And usually a lot of people say, oh, well, the wheels are going to be sticking out. Well, the fact that they're not sticking out right here, as you can see, is because I have the fender flares. The fender flares stick out with the width of the tire, in which luckily when I bought this bumper, luckily the bumper sticks out as well with the tires, so it matches everything perfectly. It was unplanned, but it worked out. Now, I had 20s in my previous videos that I made here with you guys. The main reason I switched off from 20s to 17s is the fact that 20s are way too bumpy. I didn't like it. The ride was not so smooth. Off-roading was horrible. The truck was heavier. A lot of people say, oh, but you know, a lot of people have 20s. Okay, yes, they have 20s, but the fact is they have to change the gears. Sometimes the transmission, just depending on how big you want to go. I didn't want to do all that. I'm completely stock. So even with 17s, with 35s, yes, they rub a little bit in the front, but at least I don't have to change anything. The truck still runs smooth. My speedometer is not off, and it's not that heavy, so I could still go a regular speed and I don't have to worry about anything else. That's one thing I like about 17s. The ride is smooth, but it's not as smooth as you think it's gonna be. It's still a little bit bumpy, but like I said, it's not as bumpy as the 20s. 20s was a horrible ride. And as previous videos that I made, I had a leveling kit. I got rid of the leveling kit that I got 4x4 wheel parts. If you're in California, I got it by Riverside and 4x4 parts off of Tyler. I got rid of that and I went with Icons. I got the Icon, you could say the coilovers, because it's not the full complete suspension. The full complete suspension will have everything complete. I only got the coilovers, which you could still consider a leveling kit. The back is still stock, so I just have to level it in the front to match the back. And the wheels did the magic. With those big tires, it still boosts me up about 1 to 2 inches taller than what it is. I leveled in the front 2.5. So if you have a 2016 Chevy Silverado, you already know, get a 2.5 in the front and it's gonna level all the way to the back, and that's gonna be your fitment. From there, just choose what wheels you're gonna get. I went right now with the Mickey Thompsons for the fact that they were on sale. But other than that, my favorite tire are BF Goodrich. BF Goodrich all-terrain. Those are really good tires. You can take them to the snow, you can take them to the mud, you can take it to the dirt, even street, anything. They still last a really long time. You don't have to worry about anything. Mickey Thompsons, they still do that, but I never taken it to the snow. I can't really tell you how it is. But it for sure grips on the dirt and the mud. I haven't taken it there yet. Falcons are really good tires as well. Previously, in my previous videos, I had 33s, and then I went up to 34s. Right now, the highest is 35s. But 35s, I do recommend it for the fact that I like to go bigger, but I just can't go 37s for the fact that I'm not so high. If I want to go with 37s, I have to lift up my truck even more. Most likely a 6-inch lift, so I still have to go about 3 more inches than what I am right now. But for that, I will have to lift the back and the front to do that. Right now, like I said, I only had to lift the front and not the back. The back is still all stock. I don't have to worry about that at all. The fender flares, I got it at 4-wheel parts, so if you want to go ahead, I don't really have the exact measurements, but for what I know, it probably sticks out about 1.5 to 2 inches, the wheels, and for the wheels to still be hidden, I've said the fender flares are about 2 inches or so, probably 1.5 also, so it still covers as well. You can't notice it. As you can see on the Chevy Silverados with the same fitment that I got, the wheels stick out, but for the fact that you can't notice it here is because of the fender flares. I did get them color match, but they're not going to be the exact color. You just can't really notice it unless you really pay attention, but that's the closest I can get it to. I did have my chrome black I peeled it off. That's why the truck looks a little bit different. There was a lot of modifications I did here. So as you can see, I got the bumper with the LED lights. I got the LED light on top, which for sure always get the brackets for it. I used, which it was my mistake, Amazon brackets. They damaged my panels, man. Never doing that mistake again. Now I have the stock ones, which I don't have to worry about. They hook on perfectly. They don't hit. It's a perfect fitment. Yeah, I got all those bugs on there. So hopefully that answers a lot of questions for a lot of people that have information or questions about my tires. A lot of people say, oh, those tires might not be good. Like I said, the tires that I really like is BF Goodrich. But BF Goodrich is top of the line. That's something else that, you know, if you got the money for it, go for it. And it's a good tire. It grips on for any situation. In the rain, the mud, the dirt, the street, anything you want to name it. Just those tires are awesome. I just burnt them out when in the car meet, and that was my mistake. Now I had to go make them. The lights are not stock. They come stock tinted like that from Amazon. So I ordered those on Amazon. Really good lights. And the reason I wanted to order them is because I saw a truck that when it's going on reverse, it blinks white. So I thought this ones were gonna do that, but sadly they don't. You would have to get a light bulb that exactly blinks as you're going in reverse. And I'm not sure exactly where to get that yet, but that's something for sure I'm gonna do in the future. Sunroof, I had to build that. It's a good little sunroof. It's a 3-button sunroof. The only thing that sucks about this is that you have to hold the buttons as you're closing it or opening it, or however you want to do it. You cannot just press it. It's not just going to open. You have to hold the buttons. But one thing that they did do on this thing is that they had to push this back. So as you can see, it's sticking out way too much. It's supposed to be way over here and it's sticking out way over there, for the fact that this is a large sunroof. So they had to do some modification. A lot of places do it, some places might not. That's why people have smaller sunroofs than what I got. This sunroof is the large, so it is a bigger sunroof. Luckily the place I went to modified it, and they painted everything. They did the stitching, they did it all black, and this is awesome. They painted all my panels as well black. Everything looks great. And as well, they got my screen in here. Is a 10-inch screen, all modified. Basically it's stock. It's from Alpine, but it had all the wiring, it had everything, was basically stock from dealership, just a bigger screen. So I don't have to worry about, oh, does it fit, can it fit? No, I don't have to worry about nothing. Everything fits perfect. No modifications needed. The only thing that changes is the buttons, which is kind of cool as well. You have navigation for free. You have Bluetooth, Pandora, everything. You have auxiliary as well. One thing I also added was the cameras. So I have a camera on that side, so my blind spots. So every time I hit the camera will go off, and you can see the blind spots as you're driving. I also have a rear camera, which I had to add that as well. Little modifications, not from dealer. Dealer is expensive. You know, I should have gone with it now that I'm thinking about it, but it still works. You know, I went cheap, and you get cheap quality, especially at night. Sometimes it might be hard to see depending where you're at because of the camera quality, but I still don't regret it. It's still good. A lot of the questions that I get is on my exhaust. My exhaust, as you can see all my videos from the beginning, I've done all types of modifications on my exhaust. Right now I actually added my cats back on, all 3 cats, for the fact that I blew out one of my cats for going in and out, and I was throwing so much gas on one cat and it just blew it out. I had to get it from dealer. It was pricey, but right now I'm back to 3 cats, but I still have the same setup. I have a Borla exhaust, which is dual, so it converted into a dual. I got that on Amazon as well. They do it right there. But as you can know, my Borla does make a little rattling sound, but I heard that Borla always takes care of you for lifetime warranty. You just contact them, they send you a new one, and you send them the old one, and that's it. You're good to go. So that's what I'm gonna do on this one, because it rattles a little bit. It's not always gonna happen, but sometimes it does happen depending on how you treat it, and I've been treating the fuck out of this one. But my first setup was I cut it half. So I went half cat on it, and I did it on my cats. My exhaust was halfway done. Basically my exhaust ended around right here, which it was ridiculously loud. When you were in the truck, it was just extremely loud. You couldn't even hear your speakers at some level. You had to raise up your speakers all the way up. People say, oh, it's not that loud. I'm like, as long as you take out the cats, you put a 3-inch pipe on there and you're halfway done, that's it. That shit is ridiculously loud. Right now, I have a white pipe, and well, when I had it halfway done, it was an X. So that made it even louder than what it was. Right now, I have a white pipe with the Borla. The Borla comes with a 2.5, but connected to the Borla, I have a 3-inch pipe connected to the cats. But what I'm gonna do now, there's a little device where you connect. Basically, you delete the third cat and you leave the 2 cats in the front. You connect this device. It has a control where you can open and close it, so it becomes louder and it becomes quiet whenever you want. So that's my next step on doing this. That's why right now I don't have it loud. Once I get that device, I'm gonna delete 1 cat and then I'm gonna install that, and then I'm gonna be able to control exactly how loud I want to go. Once I delete that third cat, it is gonna become louder, because they say once you shut it down to be quiet, it's gonna sound how it sounds now. Right now it doesn't sound loud, so that's good. But once I delete that third cat, it will sound louder than what it is right now in idle. But it's gonna stay like that when it's quiet. But when I put it for loud, it's just gonna sound like there's no cats, and it's gonna sound ridiculously loud. Usually people do that for backfiring, also for racing, for noise, for competitional noise. And I love noise, which, as you can see in my videos, is all about noise, making my truck as loud as I can do it. And that's something that you can do it. That's something I'm looking forward to putting on this. Once I find out the name and where to get it, and once I actually get it, I'll shoot another video, post about it, talk about it, how I installed it. I talked to some muffler guy. He said he's gonna install it, but the fact is that he won't be able to connect it. He will install it, but not connect it. I will have to connect it. He said it connects to the lighter fuse. So once I collect it there, I'll be able to control it through my remote control, and I can close it and open it whenever I want. As long as the control doesn't go out, I can use it whenever I want. That's my next step. Now, when I didn't have cats with the Borla, did I like it? Yes, I loved it. The truck was really loud. Everywhere I went in car meets, they'll always tell me rev it. Every time I raced, even though I will always lose for the fact that it is a stock Chevy racing against little cars that are modified, it was a hell of a race. So people behind me were just listening to the loudest exhaust of their life. They would just pull up next to me like, you need to stop accelerating, your truck is stupid loud. Every time I go on the street and just driving, cruising, my truck is on high idle as I'm cruising. It's just ridiculously loud, rumbling on the streets, and people just pull up to me with some, JDMs or something, and they just rev it like, wow, wow. I'm like, all right, really? All right. And now I would just fucking put her neutral, rev the fuck out of it, and they would just shut the fuck up, because Borla straight pipe is ridiculously loud. And I have there's 3 models. I'm not really sure on the models, but I know which model I have. I have the Borla Attack, which Borla Attack is the biggest model, the highest model that you can get. It's the loudest model. So any vehicle that wants to be loud will go with the Borla Attack. It's the loudest, the most expensive, and the best model. I recommend. Usually if you see that little Mustang driving and you hear that shit backfire as it's going down on gears, that's because they usually have a Borla. I always question myself, what Mustang, what kind of exhaust does it have? One of my buddies actually recommended me to Borla for the fact that he has a 2017 Mustang, and then he put the Borla he didn't even put the Borla Attack. He put one of the lowest models, and he came to the shop right here where I work. I work at Pacheco's Tires. You can follow us on Instagram. But like I was saying, he pulled up on work, he revved it. Oh, it was backfire like crazy as he was in neutral, just revving the fuck out of his car. And I was just like, what the fuck? What kind of Borla, what kind of exhaust do you have to begin with? He was like, Borla. And I was like, oh shit. He looked it up right in front of me. He showed me the 3 models. He was like, I got the lowest model of all. It's the cheapest, it's the quietest. And I was like, that shit's quiet, that shit's fucking loud for a Mustang, but it's a Mustang. They are loud. So I was like, all right. So I looked into it and I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna get the Borla Attack. Like, I wanna go big or go home. So I was like, I'm gonna go fucking loud. It doesn't sound loud right now, but like I said, once you remove those cats, hell no, this truck is ridiculously loud. I love it. If you like noise, go for it. If you don't want to get stopped by the cops, don't go for it, because it will be loud. But if you can stay with cats and you have Borla like I have it, you're perfectly fine. It still sounds great when you're revving it, when you're going, but it's not as loud as you might want to go. But once you delete at least 1 cat, like I'm gonna do it later, it will sound nice. Because I had it like that before, but like I said, I damaged my cat, so they gave me 3 cats all over again from the dealer, so that's why I have all 3 installed. But when I had it with 2 only, I loved it, especially in a cold start. It was loud. My neighbors would just come out like, hey man, can you just take that off? I'm like, I'm sorry man, like that's who I am, and you can't call the cops on me, you can't do anything. Just Just don't fucking wake up in the morning, become a heavy sleeper. But overall, the truck is really loud. But when you have no cats, that's it, man. Your remote start doesn't work. That's one thing you need to know about this. If you have a remote start from dealership, which I do from dealership, and you remove all 3 cats, your check engine light is on and your remote start won't work. When your check engine light is on from dealership, your remote start will automatically stop working. So if you paid for a remote start, I do not recommend it. Which I paid for mine. I didn't get it in the package when I got the truck. So I paid for mine and I don't like it. You know, I had it like that for a long time. I was making videos, it was nice, but it just sucked that I had to go in the truck, turn it on, and then wait for it to cold start and all that crap. It sucked, man. I'd rather, you know, remote start it from the outside, get a video of it, and that's fun. But when you have the check engine light, you have to go in there or have someone go in there, record it from the outside, try to stabilize your phone, try to, you know, get a video of it. It's not cool. Right now, remote start works for the fact that I have all 3 cats. My check engine light is off. Everything works perfectly fine. With the device that I'm gonna get with the controller, the fact that I'm gonna have 2 cats, which as long as you have 2 cats on, the remote start works. Once the 3rd cat doesn't matter, but once you remove those 2 front cats, your freaking check engine light turns on. Even if 1 cat gets damaged out of those 2 in the front, your check engine light turns on. That's it. The 3rd cat doesn't matter. Who cares about that one? You can delete it whenever you want. So once I put the device, it's gonna go where the 3rd cat gets deleted. It's gonna go right there. It's gonna open up and close for the fuel to go through. That's why it becomes so loud. That's my understanding about how it works. So once I do that, I'm still gonna be able to remote start it. So once I do that, I'm gonna remote start it from the outside. I'm gonna show you guys how it sounds in a cold start, how it sounds when it's warmed up, and obviously get some street races, some revving, some noise, so you guys can see exactly how loud it is. I actually need to get some noise on this one because I haven't really done any racing with this type of noise right now, with the 3 cats on, with the Borla Exhaust setup, how I have it. But once I do, I'll upload it. But for the setup that I do have headers in the front, which a lot of people ask, hey, do you have headers? I'm like, yes, I do. They're the short headers, they're not the long headers. The long headers, basically, you do not pass smog. Your cats are deleted for the fact that they're long. They go all the way in the back and it's ridiculously loud. I have the short headers and it's the ones that pass smog, so I don't have to worry about it. There's a little tag that goes in your truck. I got it J&M. It was called J&M Motorsports. It's in Riverside. So if you stay in California, it's in Riverside. It's before Tyler. If you're coming from the 60, catching the 91. So as you can see right there, the headers. I got some muffler shop to install them. It works perfectly fine. And right here is my intake. It's the Volant cold air intake, which also passes smog, and they give you the tags. This is how the tags look. Both tags are right there. Volant and Gibson. Gibson are my headers, Volant is my intake. So as long as the cop pops your hood, oh, you're not stocked, man. You got headers, you got an intake, oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. My tags are right there. You can give me a fucking ticket. This shit passes smog. Leave me the fuck alone. Keep going. That's all you gotta say, man. Literally, as long as you have those tags, you're good. If the second one of those tags falls, or it's not there, they right away assume you do not pass smog. This is illegal. I'm gonna give you a ticket. I'm gonna impound your car. I don't give a fuck. Something's gonna happen. So make sure you got those tags. That's one thing you gotta make sure you always have. So the bumper, the lights, the LED light, the fender flares, the tonneau cover, all of that I got it at the same spot. It was a 4-wheel part. Sorry for the mess back here. This was done at Ford. Sadly, it's a Chevy truck, but I had to do this on Ford. For the fact that I seen how Chevy works, Chevy just has a super thick, it's like rubber. And I don't like it, you know. I had trucks come by, some Chevy trucks. I have it from Chevy, the spray on. And it's really thick. It's nice because it's comfortable when you step on it, when you put stuff, but it kind of chips pretty quick. This one, it chipped. Yes, it chipped. But it doesn't chip as quick as how the Chevy. I was talking to Chevy owners, like, hey, how long did it took to chip? What the hell did you put back there? Because, you know, they have different scenarios, you know. I was barbecuing. I put my barbecue back there. It just chipped it right there on the spot. I was putting a box. I was putting a table. I was putting this. Like, it was just chipping like crazy. Right here, I put all types of shit, and nothing happened for like the first year until it finally this happened. But it was something serious. We were putting a doghouse right here, and it just chipped the fuck out of it. But other than that, it doesn't chip, man. I go off-roading like hell. Nothing happens. Everything works perfect. This one folds. That's what I like about it. I got it from 4-wheel parts. It folds. It works really great. It folds all the way over there, so you have this space and this space available, and it will close right here, which you can see the locks. So it's a really good fitment right here. Am I ever gonna go taller? I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it. My wife is actually telling me to go taller, maybe 6 inches or so. If I do go taller, I have to change a lot of things. First of all, I need to get the whole suspension done. After that, I'm probably gonna go with Icon overall. But after that, I have to get maybe my differential checked out, because you know something's going on back there. I go off-roading a lot. I beat the fuck out of this truck. But for sure, I'm gonna have to change the gears as well. But if I am gonna go 6-inch, I am gonna upgrade my tires to 37s. And once I do that, shit, it's gonna look even better. These tires do raise me up about 2 inches taller for the fact that they're 35s. Now 37s, they're gonna raise me about 3 inches still. So tires do make a difference when you install them. If I put my stocks right now, it's still gonna be level, it's still gonna be tall, but it's gonna drop. It's gonna drop about a 1 inch to 2 inch for the fact that just the tires are so meaty, they're so big. They're really big. Sorry, the sun is going down. It's over here cloudy. You know, I just got out of work. This is the only time I could make the video. But the tires are so huge that it just raises your truck about 1 inch to 2 inch apart from how tall your suspension is. So you know, tires do make a difference. Doesn't matter what size you go with, they make a difference. People say, oh no, I'm gonna put this tire and it's gonna be the same lift. I'm like, no, you're gonna go up 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches. It just depends on how big tires are. What else I'm gonna do to the truck? Well, like I said, I'm gonna do the exhaust, the device that I'm gonna do with the socks, delete one cat and put that device. Once I do that, I'm gonna show you guys. Another thing that I've been planning on doing, which I went to 4-wheel parts and they lied to me. I'm not upset, whatever. What happens. They had a sale on the electrical steps, $1,400 without installation, $1,600 installed. I should have done it. I asked them, do you guys have it for single cab? They told me no, only 4-door. They don't make it for single cab, only the ones that are actually out already. I was like, no, I want the electrical ones. They said, no, we don't make it. And I was like, what the fuck do I do? And I asked people, they're like, oh, you could cut it and weld it and it's gonna fit perfectly fine. About a year or 2 years later, I called 4-wheel parts and they're like, oh, no, they don't make it at all for that vehicle. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, like, are they ever gonna make it? He was just like, we have workers here that actually cut it and fit it perfectly for your truck. And I was like, are you kidding me? Have you guys always done that? They said, yeah, we always done that. So I got upset. I told them, I was like, hey, you need to tell one of the workers to stop telling people that they don't do it right there, man, because they were on sale. I would have bought it right there on the spot and done it. So that's why right now I still don't have any electrical steps. Other than that, so far right now, I really don't have anything else planned to the truck. But if I do, I'm definitely gonna see what else I can do. If you guys have any plans, let me know. I don't know what else to put on this truck for the fact that I like exactly how it looks. It looks awesome. It looks great. It sounded great before. Right now, it's not as loud as I wanted to, so I would say it doesn't sound as great as I wish it would sound. But overall, the truck looks great, and the sound is still good. But like I said, we're gonna make it better. Now for the lettering, this is not paint. Silverado, it's not paint. It's not paint as well, man. None of that is paint. So you don't have to paint it, man. There's other ways to do it. The chrome, it wasn't paint either. The chrome, I peeled it off right away. I forgot what the word was, but you know, I peeled it off. I had a sticker right here for the Chevy, which I have it in the back as well. Let's check it out. Right here. This is just a sticker. It does peel off whenever I want it to peel off. So there's little hacks, man. Little hacks. But other than that, this is my Chevy Silverado 2016. If you guys have any more questions about any other fitments that you guys may be able to do, if you guys don't want to go this tall, if you guys want to drop it, if you guys want to lift it even more, you guys don't know what tire sizes, what wheels, what specs, what offset, just let me know, man. These ones are 17 by 8.5. Icon rebound. 17 by 8.5 with a 0 offset. 0 offset throws out your wheel out. Like I said right here, you don't notice it for the fact that I have fender flares. You want the wheels out, don't get fender flares, get 0 offset. You can always go negative offset, they're gonna stick out even more. They also make spacers, they make adapters. I don't recommend them for the fact that if you're gonna go off-roading, don't do it. But if you're gonna have it for show, you're not gonna be doing nothing crazy, go for it, man. But I don't recommend it if you're gonna do something stupid. Other than that, this is the truck, this is the fitment. If you guys have any questions, just comment below, let me know. I'll look at the comments and we'll talk about it. You guys stay in Marina Valley, Riverside area, that's where I stay at. You guys need tires, like I said, follow Pacheco's Tires. I also have my page. I have 2 pages for my Instagram. One dedicated for the truck. You're gonna see all the videos that I had before, all the setups. That one is called La Pelirroja 4. It's LA_PELIROJA_4. I will put it down in the description. That's gonna be for my truck. And then my personal Instagram is Checo64_, CHECO64_. That's gonna be my new Instagram that I have now. You guys want to follow me there? That's my personal life. So from there, you guys can follow me there. You guys have any questions, you guys DM me on Instagram. That's the only location I'm really active on. I don't use Facebook, Twitter, none of that. It's all about Instagram. So if you guys want to follow me there, follow me. Usually people follow my truck page, so you could just follow that and just check out all the videos and pictures I post about the truck. And if you have any recommendations that you want to see here, just let me know and I'll see if I can do it. I can make it happen. But there you go, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Here, coming in here, Ivan Pacheco. Thank you guys for watching my video. Have a good night.